Hi, this is Raquel Hinman at Hinman Financial Planning, where we help clients with financial planning through some of life's biggest transitions. One of those transitions that we spend a lot of time and we do a lot of work with is in post-divorce planning. So we tend to work with people as they're coming out of the divorce process and help them understand what their new life is going to be. So typically there's this period of 3 to 6 months where you're in transition. And a couple of the ways that we support clients when they're in transition are helping them with a transition cash flow plan. So you have some expenses that you had in your old life, and then you have some expenses that might be temporary. Things like your attorney fees and even financial planning fees. You might be renting a property for a while, trying to get your bearings and figuring out what your next steps are going to be. You might actually have to buy some new furniture, new personal possessions, things like that that you lost during the divorce. So we help clients with that transition planning. And then we also help clients as they're coming out of that transition figure out what is their new budget going to be. What can they afford to spend? What do they have to have? What do they need to have? What do they want to have? But we do a lot of cash flow planning with people, just trying to help answer the question, am I going to be okay? Am I going to be okay financially? What can I do? What can't I do? Help people understand their boundaries. And then typically after that sort of 3 to 6 month transition period, then clients are starting to feel like they're on a little bit better footing, starting to feel a little bit more secure and understand, what their new life is going to be. So typically during that time period, one of the things that we do with people is we do a start, a stop, and a continue list. So what that is we talk about basically your new life going forward, and what are the things that you're going to start doing that maybe you weren't doing before? What are the things that are going to stop and fall away? And then what are the things that are going to continue just as they always had? And we look at the start, stop, and continue list, and then we try to figure out, well, how is that going to affect you financially? And again, all that plays into your cash flow. Some of the other ways that we support people besides just cash flow planning in retirement is looking at some of the long range projections. So what is life going to be for you as you start to move forward? And with a lot of people, they need some time just to figure out, am I going to be okay? And just to get their feet underneath them again. But eventually you get to a place where you are ready to start looking at goals and you're really ready to start thinking about retirement or the big trip you want to take or the home you might want to buy. And we are there with you during that time to help run the projections, help you figure out how much you need to save to be able to meet your goals, and really help you move forward again. Another way that we support people is just simply with helping you get all your to-dos done. There's a pretty big list when you get divorced, and it can be overwhelming at times, especially if you're going through a pretty emotional period in your life. So we help with just checking off all the list of the things that had to happen. That could be closing accounts, opening new accounts, changing beneficiaries, retitling assets, all those, different items, but we can help support you during that process. We have a post-divorce checklist that we run through with clients, and that can be very helpful. So if you'd like to learn more, please feel free to reach out. You can always go to our website, www.hinmanfp.com, and you can learn more about us there, and you can also schedule an appointment from our site. Thank you.